Hi everybody, Tina here with Loving Life's Little Blessings, and today I'm going to make a card for you. Zoom out a little bit. I'm going to be using this stamp set right here. It's the Reason to Smile stamp set. This is a promotional stamp set, and you can get it for $5 when you place a $50 order. And it's a really cute stamp set. It has the flowers. It's very summery, and so this promotion only runs through July. So at the end of July, this will no longer be an option to get it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a cute little card, and we're going to use Basic Black and Summer Starfruit, and then I'm also going to use this Pursuit of Happiness stamp set. And I'm going to be doing my first online class on August 4th, and I will be using this stamp set. And so what you're going to do is you're going to start out with a piece of Basic Black cardstock, and you're just going to cut it in half at 4 1/4, and then it's going to give you a card that that looks like this. You can open like this. Okay, so I've already cut that down, and then I've just folded it, and then I have a piece of our Summer Starfruit, and this piece is 4 1/4 this way by 3 1/4 this way, and then I just took a border punch that I already had, and I just punched each of the sides. So we're going to zoom in, and I'm going to use the stamp set. So the first part I'm going to use is this image right here. And I'm going to do a little technique. I have my StazOn black ink pad right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink this stamp up. I'm just inking it up really good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this stamp and I'm going to stamp off onto a piece of paper. I just have some grid paper right there. And then I'm going to stamp on to my yellow piece. And I'm going to do that over and over to create a background. Okay, so I've done that part, and now I am going to take my next stamp, just like this, and I'm going to use the same color. I'm going to use my black StazOn. Zoom out just a little so you can see what I'm doing. So I've done that. And now I am going to put my yellow piece right here on my card. Now I'm going to take some of our Summer Starfruit ribbon, the stitched ribbon, and this ribbon is really fabulous. It's a satin ribbon, and so it ties really well, makes really pretty bows. I really am enjoying this ribbon, and I loved the stitched ribbon. I have my ribbon on there, and I have my stamped image, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this punch. This is the decorative label punch, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to punch out a Whisper White piece and then a Summer Starfruit piece. So I just have my Whisper White and my Summer Starfruit. I'm going to show you a little trick. The first thing I'm going to do is stamp my image, and I am going to use this image, Live in the Sunshine. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that in my black. You could stamp it in your Summer Starfruit if you wanted. Oops. Whoops. We'll just turn that right over. I didn't have it on my block quite good enough. And there. So I stamped that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sponge dauber that is in my Summer Starfruit, and I'm going to sponge, just ink. I'm just inking around the edges. And then the same thing around my summer starfruit. I'm going to ink around the edges with the summer starfruit. It's just going to give it, I don't even know if you can quite see it on camera, but it just gives it a slight color, gives it some depth. And you can see I didn't do all the way around that because I'm going to do a little something else. So what I would like to do is I'm going to layer these. And I'm going to offset it just a little bit so it looks like it has a shadow on it. And that is a great way to use your punch in two ways. If a punch doesn't have necessarily one size bigger to give it a shadow, just punch two and offset it a little bit and it will give it that shadow looking. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some dimensionals. So I'm just putting 2 dimensionals on the back of this white piece, and then I'm just going to layer it. So here's my card, and then my sentiment is going to go right here. And then inside, because this is a black card, I got an email the other day that asked what I did when I made a card base that was black. And what I do is I just cut a piece to go right on the inside, just like this. So I just cut this piece at 4 inches by 5 1/4. So it's just enough so I can write. And if you didn't want to do this yellow, if this yellow was still a little too dark for you, then what you could do is a white piece. A white piece would look really nice as well. And so there is our card. So remember, you can get this stamp set for $5 by placing a $50 order online with me, and I'll have the link on in the information on the description down below. So thank you guys for coming by the blog and checking out my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned. Tomorrow I will have a post about my online class that will take place on August 4th, and I'll give you all that information tomorrow. So make sure you guys come back. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you later.